once again to my YouTube channel. My name is Mrs. Ezine and I'm a lecturer who is passionate about helping students succeed in the university. So in today's video, I'll be giving you tips on how to write a good seminar report. So don't go anywhere, just relax, get your pen, your notepad, and get ready to write down these tips. No, I began a series on seminar report writing, and I posted my last video last year, but unfortunately I got so busy that I could not follow up until now. So today will be the second video on my seminar report writing and presentation series. I advise you that if you haven't watched my first video on seminar report writing, you should go and do so before you watch this one, because it explains, it's like an introduction and tells you what a seminar is and the things you have to do before you even start your seminar report writing. So before we go ahead with the tips, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, just click that subscribe button now, and also follow me across on social media at Mrs. Ezine, and also join my Telegram student support group by clicking the link in the description box below. Now let's go ahead and talk about the tips on seminar report writing. So the first tip is that you should fully understand your seminar topic. So before you conclude on your topic for your seminar, you have to check to fully understand what your topic is about, okay? So you can't just go and pick airborne diseases as an undergraduate. That would be too wide for you to write on. But you can be specific and pick a specific airborne disease.
For example, tuberculosis. Tuberculosis.
Okay, so tuberculosis. So you pick a topic like that, and you can narrow it down to a certain age group, like in young adults or in older adults or in children, or you can narrow it down to a particular region like in Africa, sub-Saharan Africa, or in a country like Nigeria. So you have tuberculosis in Nigeria, that's your seminar topic, or you have tuberculosis in among children in Nigeria. So if you are going to write that and you fully understand, you are going to write about the disease and you are going to write about it among children specifically in Nigeria. So you can start with a wide intro talking about tuberculosis globally, the state in which it is, and you can now bring it down to the country Nigeria, and you can bring it down to the age group of young adults or children. You have to fully understand what you are going to write about, so that you don't write off point during your seminar report, and that can make you lose marks. I hope I'm clear. If I'm not, do leave your question in the comment section below and I'll be happy to answer. My second tip is your work should be neatly arranged. As you write your report, you have to make sure that your report looks pleasant, looks well arranged, so that the supervisor or your readers can be able to go through it without squinting or finding it difficult to read. So you want to go ahead to use a good font size, a good font size, and the right line spacing. I advise you to use the common ones, like the font of Times New Roman, font size of 12, and line spacing 1.5. Then you can always align your work using the justify mode, because you can align it left, right, or you just justify your work. So the words, the text at the end is properly arranged and it's not scattered. So by the time the person is reading it, the person can properly read it. Next is that your work should be well paragraphed. So you should not have tiny paragraphs and you should not have too long paragraphs, okay? So you make sure they are moderately used. And you should also make sure that your work flows from one section to another. You can break it down into sections, and you can break it down into subsections. And you should make sure that your headings are differentiated from your text by making it a little bit bigger. So if you're using a font size for your text of 12, for your headings you can make it 14, or your subheadings you can make it 14, and your headings you can make it 16. Then you embolden it so that it stands out, and people will know, your readers will know that that's your heading. Also, you should make sure that your work flows from one section to another. So you can use words like however, but, and the rest, and continue it, and should continue from the introduction down to the conclusion. Your words should flow like you would write a storybook, so that your report your report can be very interesting to read, and you can keep your readers motivated, or rather captivated. I hope you get what I mean. Tip number 3, be critical. God gave us brains as human beings, so learn to use yours. Be critical when you are thinking, analyzing, and writing your seminar reports. So when you research and get articles on your seminar topic, you have to read through these articles and think about how they relate to your seminar topic. So as you write about these articles, using the articles as your reference point, you should also write your thoughts on the articles. Check if what differentiates one article to your other. For example, some articles might have found that the rate of a certain disease is low in this country, while some articles will say, oh, the rate is high. Try and find out the factors affecting such topic, whether they relate to one another. Is there any similarity? You put the similarities together. Is there any difference? You differentiate it, and try and put your thoughts in there as well, so that you can critically analyze what they are trying to say and pass it on to your readers. And you can kind of conclude from reading all the articles, draw your own conclusion from it, and write it down in your report. Learn to use this. Tip number 4, don't plagiarize. So I know that you know that I'm going to mention this tip. You know that I'm going to mention plagiarism. Don't be a thief in the academic world. Yes, a thief. Because if you pass off another person's words or work as your own without referencing them or asking for permission from the author, you just stole. Yes, you just stole their work, and you can be penalized for it. It can lead to F in your seminar report. Yes, all that work dropped down in the dustbin, and you won't have learned how to properly research and carry out a seminar research or a seminar report. And thirdly, you can be sued. Yes, especially if you are staying in the developed country like the US and UK. If you are found, you can be sued, and you don't want that, right? Thank you. So learn to paraphrase what you are going to write. Don't write exactly what you have seen in an article that you have that you want to use for your seminar report. You can read the articles and draw your own words. You know, you can use similar words, critically think like I said before, and write down what you can get from it. Don't copy and paste. This is very common among students. Copying and pasting. Copying and pasting is plagiarism, okay? I thought you can copy and paste or write exactly like exact words like quotes, and you properly reference them, okay? Or dictionary meanings, you write exactly what you saw in the dictionary. But your plagiarism level should be very low. If you are not sure of your plagiarism level, there are apps or softwares online that you can run your report through and find out exactly what the percentage of your plagiarism is, so that you don't go and submit a plagiarized work. Learn to cite your references in between the text, called in-text citation, and properly reference with the referencing tool at the end of your report. And you should make sure that you do that well, so that you won't be classified or named a thief. Tip number 5. Have a super abstract. Your abstract is a summary of your seminar report, and it's not supposed to be longer than 200 words. Okay, so you have to properly sum up your work from the introduction, the background, to the end, the conclusion, in a concise manner that will not pass 200 words. Have a super abstract. You must write your abstract last. Yes, you have to write it last. Even though it appears as in the front of your report, it's the first thing that will appear in the front of your report before you even read the whole report. But you should write it last to be able to capture all your points throughout your seminar report. That's one. And you should know that your abstract is the most important text in your whole seminar report. Why? Because it's the first thing that appears in your seminar report after your table of contents, acknowledgements, and all that. Is the first thing that will be read about your report. It's the first thing that will present your whole seminar report. It's like the cover of your seminar report, if you get what I mean. And it might be the only thing your reader reads from your report and gets the information he or she wants to use from your seminar report. So make sure your abstract is on point and captures everything in your report in a concise manner and in a very, very understood manner as well. You don't want to be marked down just based on your abstract. And during your presentation, you might have to share this abstract among your lecturers and students. So you have to make sure that it's on point. I can't stress this enough. Have a super abstract. So we have come to the end of this video. There are more tips. I wrote more tips in my book. If you haven't gotten my book, you should get it. A simple guide to seminar report writing and presentation. I think I have about 12 tips on how to write a good seminar report. And on this series that we are doing, everything has been covered in my book. So you can get it at a price of this range now, as it's going to go up in a few days time. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Also leave a comment below if this video has really helped you in writing your seminar report. With that, have a blessed day and see you in my next video. Bye.